Good afternoon, everyone. I think it was such an engaging panel, and the last question was so much relevant to what we do at Google. If you have to innovate, you have to be bold, you have to be communicative, and those are the ingredients that Google has followed for years to help the teams innovate and be successful. My name is Arun Ramamurthy. I lead the GCC charter in Google Cloud. I've been doing it for almost 5+ years, and I've got the opportunity to work with most of you, and it's phenomenal on how you all have evolved, right? When we started engaging with you 5-6 years back, it was all about how we help the tech and developer teams with our tools and technologies, how we help you optimize the infrastructure. And now, when we work with you, it's all about innovation, business transformation with critical technologies like data and AI. And that's the charter for Google Cloud as well, how we enable your teams, how we give those tools and technologies in the hands of your tech teams to drive those charter for you. So with that, this is the topic that I'll be speaking with you today. So the agenda of the discussion today in next 15-20 minutes is what are those niche data and AI capabilities that we have built, which can be leveraged by the GCC ecosystem for your own business and companies. To start with, I will showcase a 2-minute video. I'm sure some of you would have seen. It's called as Project Astra. It is the work done by DeepMind, which is Google's AI research arm. And this is what we are calling the future of intelligent agents that we are building. This was taken in a single shot without any retakes. Just enjoy this video, and then I'll come back to you.
OK, let's do some tests. Tell me when you see something that makes sound.
I see a speaker, which makes sound.
What is that part of the speaker called?
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
Creative crayons color cheerfully. They certainly craft colorful creations.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AES-CBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
That's right. What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
What can I add here to make this system faster?
Adding a cache between the server and database could improve speed.
What does this remind you of?
Schrodinger's cat.
All right, give me a band name for this duo.
Golden Stripes.
Nice. Thanks, Gemini.
Wow, isn't it amazing? Right? And the reason why I'm showing you this video is the tools and technologies that went behind in making this, we are integrating it into our Google Cloud products and technologies, which will be in the hands of GCC community to reimagine for your own business and operations, right? And it's not new to say that Google is new to AI. We have decades of experience in AI. 2015, we introduced TensorFlow, which is still the open source famous ML library used by a lot of GCC ecosystem. 2017, we introduced, I know most of you might not know, is what we introduced called Transformer Diffusion Model, which is actually a foundation for most of the big famous LLM models, including our closest competition. And we have come all the long way year on year. So I wanted to give you a glimpse of what we have announced recently in Google Cloud Next, which is a flagship technical conference every year. And these all technologies are available for GCC communities to leverage for your own business. And some of them are coming end of the year, but I wanted to have a sneak peek into each of the product. At the center is what you see, AlphaFold, which we are very, very proud of, because this is something that has changed the medical industry phenomenally. It actually goes into the 3D protein structure understanding, created remarkable research, transformation. It is helping cure, identify diseases like cancer and all. And these all, tools and technologies you can reimagine if you are in the medical industry for your own business. Let me start with the top left, Ironwood, because for any successful AI strategy, the foundation still remains as the infrastructure. So Ironwood is actually a 7th generation tensor processing unit. I'm sure we all know TPU is Google's own indigenous chip for AI models. So this is the 7th generation. This is going to be available for GCC communities to use by this year end. This has got 10x performance than the last model. It can deliver up to 42.5 exaflops per pod performance. You would be thinking, what is this numbers? Just to correlate, the fastest supercomputer available today can deliver up to 1.7 exaflops, and this is 42.5 exaflops. So you can just reimagine the kind of performance when you're looking at AI strategy from an infrastructure perspective. Willow is our answer to the quantum chip computing industry. It is solving complex mathematical problems with less errors. At the bottom, you see AI hypercomputer. So Google has been always a proponent of giving the choice to customers, which will not only help them be successful, but also optimize their costs. So AI hypercomputer can help you have the mix of Google's own TPUs and NVIDIA GPUs coexist to do different functions in your AI strategy. Let's talk about VO2. I'm sure most of you, in the social world, we are actually using text to create video prompts. So this is one of the most famous text-to-video LLM models, which can create 4K videos instantaneously. You can actually edit on the fly, add on the fly, increase the frames, and those all capabilities that you can reimagine for your own businesses. Lyria, this is actually a very different model where you can create music from text. We recently partnered with the Grammy Award winner Shankar Mahadevan, where we are trying to leverage Lyria AI infused into the Indian classical music and open for the public to use. Imagine, it is actually a text-to-image creation LLM model, which is already widely used by a lot of GCC community for your own businesses. Last but not the least, Gemini 2.5, which is our most performant, scalable LLM model. It can do almost close to 1 million long contextual tokens. And I'm sure you are aware what we are talking about when I say tokens. So having given you a glimpse of what all recent innovations we made, which will be available for the GCC community, let me showcase to you some customers who are already driving, and I'm sure some of them are sitting here who have GCCs here. They are already driving innovation for AI at scale. You talk about L'Oreal, who's actually using VO, Imagine, Gemini to actually transform the marketing content that they generate for the customers. You talk about Vodafone, first of its kind telecom, which is actually integrating AI into their network distribution systems and creating saving costs for the company. So there are multiple use cases that the companies are already using, and they are doing it at AI at scale. And to do at such a scale, just a right model or a right infrastructure is not enough. And that's what Google Cloud propagates. When you're trying to build AI at scale, you actually need a vertically integrated top-down, down-up approach. And that's what we have built. And we have categorized our products and solutions into 4 pillars. As I mentioned, the foundation remains the AI infrastructure. You get the right choice for GPUs, TPUs, even the normal S3 storage, which you can use for your use cases. We top it up with giving you access to our own models. I spoke about Gemini. We have Gemma, which is open source models. But we also give you the opportunity to use third-party models, Anthropic, Llama, and others, right? So the choice is to you on how which model you want to use, but we give you that openness and integrate it into a platform which makes it work for you. So how would you use all this together, optimize and integrate, is using an AI platform which we call Vertex AI. Now the talk of the town, we all hear agentic AI. So now we are building it up with the agentic AI solutions and products for you to create transformation for your business. It can be productivity, automation, or even innovation. I want to quickly clarify one small myth or confusion. Some of us have, in fact, I had when the agentic AI came into space, that is generative AI going to replace agentic AI or agentic AI going to replace generative AI? Answer is no. Both are meant to do different purposes. I'll give you an example. Treat generative AI as your own assistant, which is waiting for you to give instructions and then act on top of it. Whereas agentic AI is treated as like a CEO or a manager you never knew he or she existed. They are tuned to take autonomous decisions. They can plan complex situations. They can collaborate outside the human boundary. And that's what agentic AI is. So it has its own autonomous decision-making capability, but still the objectivity, the constraint is defined by human. So the control is still lying. So both are doing different use cases, both complement each other to drive a larger AI strategy for customers. And this is the product that we have launched recently. Some of you, if you go to a stall, we have a live demo working for this project. So basically, Google Agent Space is our agentic AI platform, which actually not only gives you a Google quality search within. So many GCC communities are trying to see how they can give their employees the best search for making them productive. So giving them an experience to build Google quality search within, integrated with conversational AI capabilities to make them work faster, and most importantly, integrating it with all the famous Google and open source and third-party models. And we are building connectors across the platform. I know GCC community, we work with a lot of third-party solutions. It can be SAP, SharePoint, many others. So we are actually bringing all these solutions together to work with Agent Space to help your teams or businesses be productive and drive automation. Giving you a sneak peek with whatever I just said with a video. Wow. Imagine GCC leaders who are tasked, and we heard from the panelists, how do we make our teams productive, better, and innovate better? Google Agent Space is just helping them that journey. Now, having just given you a quick peek about the recent innovations that we did in the platforms, the models, and the infrastructure, the journey won't be complete if we are not touching the data ecosystem, right? And we know GCC community, majority of the ecosystem is comprised of the data teams, data engineers, data scientists, data analysts. So if we are not able to solve their problem, I think still we are not able to solve the larger problem from the AI strategy. So that's what we are calling as agentic data to AI platforms, where we are integrating these agentic AI capabilities that I just showcased directly into the data platforms. They are not going to be some third-party outside agents. They'll be embedded insights into the data platform. So in the journey, which I'll just show you of your data teams, it will help them be more faster, productive than what they've been doing till now. So as I said, it works on three phenomenal real-time intelligence. So when they are working, it's not waiting for them to ask, ask questions, recommendations. It's real-time intelligence for your data teams to actually be productive. And what we call is data agents. As I said, the difference between a normal AI agent is it is meant to do a separate functionality out of the box model, but data agents are actually integrated. We are integrating into the data platform directly, right? And then what we are trying to do, because we understand that one data agent is not enough for one persona. As I said, there are data engineers, data analysts, data scientists, right from exploration of data to creating pipeline to creating analytics, and then building an ML model for business transformations. These are very, very, very different tasks the data teams do. So that's what we are trying to create, these specialized intelligent data agents to serve all these communities, right? So it is not a solution meant for only one persona. We are actually building it for the ecosystem so that you are able to actually drive decisions with correct data, which is grounded with your enterprise data. And just wrapping up with one final slide, BigQuery, it's not a stranger. It's the most robust data warehouse solution. So what we are trying to do is now, rather than having a data warehouse solution being just a static data repository, but that now becomes a mix of intelligent data agents and perform tasks for your teams to help them drive innovation faster and be more productive. So having said that, I'm coming to the end of my presentation, giving you a sneak peek of what is going to be available in the hands of GCC community when you're driving the AI charter for your organizations from India. What are we doing for your data teams, for them to drive their business or projects faster? And finally, we are creating an AI-optimized platform so that you are able to leverage open multi-cloud ecosystem, which has been indigenous or it's core to the Google Cloud strategy as always. And finally, helping you build an interoperable and collaborative model. Thank you for partnering with us and look forward to meeting you during lunch and evening and driving collaborative success. Thank you.